two battleships include the Prince of Wales, the Repulse, and the seaplane carrier Unicorn of 14,500 tons. It's only a part of the price paid for the attempt to wage naval warfare on the Churchillian scale. Losses at this rate render far more difficult the task of the British commanders in solving every problem the war presents. Naval power for Britain is not an independent function. It is an indispensable aspect of our war potential as a whole. The United States are compact. The defense of their territory in the North American continent is no difficult matter. But the British Empire is scattered all over the world and is incomparably more assailable than the USA. What Roosevelt may lose in the Pacific is small in comparison with what Britain stands to lose. Even India is threatened. Canada is practically an American dominion ruled by Roosevelt. The fate of Australia and New Zealand hangs in the balance. The Royal Air Force is too weak. The Royal Navy is too weak. And as yet, the common sense of the British people is too weak to perceive the catastrophic nature of the plight into which they have allowed Churchill to lead them.
From Germany calling, hello North America. You have just been listening to Law. And this talk by will be repeated at 10:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. We should like now to repeat an announcement for 9 o'clock. In 18 minutes from now, you'll have an interview with St. Anderson and Stu Matthew concerning to request St. Anderson to the emergency court and the relatives of the victim will office on that work by public fire. Then off, a New York Times, British school medics and 300,000 on September on the east coast of the island. This medical group takes place today and be put together next by the artillery and the ground state. And it is impossible to make sure to see where they get. And some of the calculations are still in good right order. British has some obvious intent to make use of the help and the additional social benefit from that day.
This morning, strong German forces have entered or have been landed in these two sectors. In some of these military operations, this is 9 barrages to be left. While Britain sent visitors to two light marches,
1, 2, 3.
lightning-like actions
Danke.
of the German defense forces have informed Mr. Churchill and Monsieur Paul Reynaud that Germany is not prepared to allow Great Britain and France to infest the North Sea, the Arctic Sea, and Northern Europe with further strategic positions like Gibraltar, Malta, and Corsica. New Germany is determined to deal any power a decisive blow if that power stretches out its hands with the intention of throttling the German people. Germany has no quarrels with Denmark or Norway, but Germany has carefully studied the maritime history of Great Britain. She remembers Copenhagen in 1807. She remembers the seizing of Malta and Gibraltar. She remembers the bombardment of Alexandria in 1882, and she has not forgotten that England and France were making preparations to occupy the Balearic Islands during the Spanish Civil War. That attempt was frustrated by Italian watchfulness. Germany has for months been just as observant and alive to the danger which threatens all strategical points in Northern Europe that might serve as naval or air force bases for Great Britain and France in their war of destruction against Germany. Mr. Winston Churchill knows today that he has no longer any chance of repeating his exploits of Sydney Street and Antwerp, Gallipoli and Murmansk. That versatile and agile amateur strategist is at last up against the leadership and the defense force of a people keyed up to a maximum of activity and having achieved the